sports fans, ASMR Sports here. Hope everybody's doing well. I got in today an order I placed at Dave and Adam's Card World when they were doing a special. They've been having like these 30th anniversary specials that have been coming in waves. So like each whatever day or two, they do a new wave of deals. And there's limits on what you can buy, and there's limits on the product that's available. So you kind of gotta see what they got. But one of the things I picked up was this guy actually picked up 10 of these. That was the maximum you could buy. This is 2019-20 status basketball, which I've been pretty curious about since I saw this come out a few months ago. So status basketball has been around for quite some time, but it's like available formats have differed very significantly in the past few years. In 2018, they had a bunch of retail formats. I'm kind of thinking they did not have a hobby format of status in 2018, but I might be totally wrong about that. In 2017, they definitely had a hobby product, hobby box. I have a case of them, but I've not opened that, so I actually don't know what those look like. I mean, I've seen pictures online, but I've never held it in hand. So anyways, in 2019, this product is available, I think, in only this format, and this is actually a Tmall product, which is Tmall is a Chinese, like, kind of Amazon type marketplace. And if you collect basketball cards, you've definitely heard about Tmall products, but basically Panini has put together a number of products, or a number of configurations of products in quote-unquote Tmall version. So they'll have like a Tmall box, or maybe there's two kinds of Tmall boxes, and they are exclusive to the Chinese market, at least if you get them from Panini or from a distributor. So if you wanted to get them directly from a wholesaler, you'd have to have a Chinese address to ship them to, and some places, have worked things out so they can do that, but others kind of get them from, the aftermarket. So, anyways, what's really interesting about this product to me is that it's extremely cheap compared to other 2019 products. And it's not, something where you get no cards. You get 10 packs, 6 cards each, so that's 60 cards, and you get 10 inserts and 10 parallels. Now there's no, I don't think, autographs guaranteed, but there are, autographs you can get, and we may find that it's one kind of per box, and they just don't want to say it, but I don't really care about autographs. Honestly, they're usually crap. What you want is numbered cards, and this has quite a few. So, I'm guessing that, well, let's talk about the price. So I got these for a real good deal. I think they were about like $149 when I bought them from Dave and Adams, and I looked actually what I could get them for on DealerNet, which is the secondary market for dealers, where things are usually about like, 10% maybe, between like 5 and 10% cheaper than what, like, Dave and Adams or Blowout sells things for. But anyways, on DealerNet, these things were selling for like $268 or something when I bought them from Dave and Adams. So the price I got was really good, but still, even at the price you can get these at today, at Dave and Adams for like $199. It's, mean, it's got to be one of the cheapest 2018 boxes. It's not like a piece of retail junk. Out there, so I've always liked, I did this with 2018 products. Like, the first thing I ever bought of 2018 unopened, in like sort of quantity and with the intention of keeping it sealed, was a case of 2018 Prism basketball fast break, which I talk about a lot because I'm quite fond of it. I have like 8 boxes left from that case, and they're worth about $4,000 each right now. I bought those boxes for like, I think in the case I paid like less than $100 a box. So talk about wise purchases. That's definitely one of my wiser purchases. Although at one point I sold like 6 boxes for like $400 each on eBay. Shouldn't have done that, but whatever. So anyways, that stuff, like, kind of shot up sooner than most other things in 2018 land, when, it became clear Luka was like sort of generational talent. So then I started buying up like, the cheaper products from 2018, like hoops. I bought a bunch of hoops. And then that kind of got a little expensive. So I like for even cheaper stuff, and I bought up actually some status, and what else? I'm trying to think. Just other kind of lower price stuff. And one thing I bought was what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. But it's got like, they're all thick cards. They're all like, shiny, super shiny, kind of colored cards. Oh God, can't remember what it's called. But anyways, that product I bought, like, the boxes were $300 for the hobby boxes when I got them, and everything else was going bonkers through the roof. So I was like, all right, well, that's got to go up at some point. Those boxes are like $3,500 right now, so I like buying stuff that's cheap when there's, only expensive stuff from that year, and that's what I've done in the past. It's worked pretty well. I'm doing it now with these 2019. So anyways, we'll see what these look like. I don't know if I've ever really seen the cards, the design. But, can you get like a $200, quasi hobby box of any product from 2019 these days for, no, not really. These cards are pretty sweet. They're all super shiny, sparkly, so they look pretty high end. They're not like thick. And so there's just a ton of good rookies in this class. And then, there's the parallels. So if you get a nice rookie parallel, you're doing well, I think. Daniel Newhouse Jr., KD. And here's our, this is a insert. So there's, I think, going to be one insert and one parallel. Is this a parallel? I feel like this is a parallel. But I have no indication other than it looks kind of like a shimmer design instead of a sparkle design, if you know what I'm saying. So I think this is the parallel. And this Paul Pierce is the insert. So there'll be one of each of those in each pack. Kind of bummed we didn't get a rookie there, but so be it. Hopefully we'll get lots of rookies elsewhere in this thing. Hold on, I'm gonna clean the camera here. I feel like it's a little bit blurry. Yeah, I think that's better. Jr., Brandon Ingram, first rookie, Nicolo Melli. Not a good one, but a rookie's a rookie. Frank Intelkina. Oh, and here's a numbered card. Pretty sweet. KD Trophy Club, number to 125. So that's our parallel, I guess. Wow, look at this sexy beast. That's pretty cool looking. Symbols. Very cool. Alright, so our first rookie we've got, but nobody good on the rookie front. Alright, Malik Monk. Evan Fournier. Sekou, rookie card. Al Horford. AD, parallel of some kind. Upper echelon, like pink or red. Not numbered. And a Glen Rice Trophy Club. Haven't heard that name in a while, holy smokes. I'm trying to actually, let me just take a look at a box I got right next to me. Yeah, so I was just thinking 2018 status looks like this, and I pulled this card myself and submitted it. Got a 10 at some point, like at the high, this card I think was worth like $700, $800. I'm sure it's way down from that, but you know, this stuff can definitely be valuable if it grades well and it's top rookie. So we're looking for those Zions. Looking for Ja Morant's, Jaylen Brown, Danilo Gallinari, Derek Jones Jr., Jonas Valanciunas, Patty Mills, parallel, another pink kind of red looking thing. And Cameron Johnson's a pretty solid rookie from this class, New Beginnings. So, okay. I don't know if I'll sleeve Patty Mills just because he's a parallel. Man, sleeves are tough to get cards into without catching the corners. So along with this, another thing I got that was a pretty good price is I picked up some fast break boxes of 2020 Prism. Even though I was burned pretty bad by the hobby boxes I bought or the hobby case I bought of Prism. I still think it's like a pretty solid investment, particularly at the very diminished pricing. I can't quite convince myself to buy more hobby boxes, but if I wanted to, I think they're like $1,200 now. So we got double Lucas in this pack. Oh man, got a little something on the corner. All right, I gotta start clipping these damn sleeves. Thought I could get them in, but apparently not. So yeah, anyways, obviously I have a lot invested in 2020 Prism basketball right now that may take a few years to pay off. So it doesn't make me like super excited. Jackson Hayes, not a bad rookie, and then our insert is a Luka, a upper echelon. Very cool. I have some clip sleeves right here. Very good. I like this. It's a cool looking card. So yeah, I haven't been like super excited about spending money, even though my brain, like the sort of analytical side of my brain says it's a pretty good buy right now, because it is so cheap compared to where it started out. Anyway, so the boxes of also I'm a huge fan of Fast Break Prism like boxes because of that 2018 product that I bought. Just sort of and then I ended up buying a bunch of 2019 Fast Break at one point because I thought, gosh, my 2018 has gone up so much. I bet 2019 is going to go up, and sure enough, it did. I think I paid like $200 or $300 a box for those 2019 Prism Fast Break boxes, and they're worth, I don't know what they're worth now, but at least at one point they were like $2,000 or more. And I actually at some point got an opportunity to buy 2017 Prism Fast Break boxes from my distributor, Hoopback, before the big boom. Had them for like stupid cheap, like $60 or something, so I bought a bunch of those. I should have bought like a ton of them, but I didn't. So, Donovan. So I kind of have like a little collection going of Fast Break Prism boxes, and I wanted to keep it going with the 2020 stuff. Kemba Walker Red and a Paul Pierce. Boy, this is Paul Pierce Mania. This box. So the card market has most definitely been in a slump. I mean, I don't know, certain aspects of the economy certainly have been in a slump. Along with it, crypto is kind of getting pooped on in the last week or two, which, I kind of expected that, but the sports card market, what's interesting is, even like baseball stuff, and baseball is the only sport that's going right now, is just very slow. Excuse me. Like Acuna, who's just going bonkers. I mean, God, he's gonna win the MVP this year, and his stuff is just not really going anywhere in price. So I think you got a lot of collectors who are just sort of tired, and I mean, anybody with half a brain has known for a long time that this is a very real possibility that there would be a significant slowdown in things, and so I think we're there, or else we're very much on the way there. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the coming months. If the basketball playoffs kind of heat things up, or if they continue to be depressed. I have a very significant amount of money tied up in sports cards. But I'll tell you what, I don't even really include like my sports card inventory in my sort of calculations of how much money I have. So it's not like I'm banking on it being worth anything. It could be worth zero, and it wouldn't really affect anything that I do. In terms of what I spend or what I save or what I invest, it's all just kind of on top of everything else. So that's why I can, not, even though I get bummed when I make a bad decision like that Prism case purchase, I'm bummed because I don't like making bad decisions, and I, usually do make pretty good decisions. But it's not really, like much of an impact to me financially if I make a bad decision, because I only spend on cards, what I'm willing to gamble with, and I sort of see cards, even though I'm, I have the e-commerce business, and I do try to, certainly make wise decisions that will increase the value of what I have, and or that will increase in value, and then I can sell them. It's not like I make a living from cards by any stretch. One Aaron Gomez and Karl Malone. I'm not even gonna take him out because there's just not a lot of value in like veterans, even really good ones like Karl Malone. Yeah, so my advice to you all is like, if it would be a materially like problematic thing, like it would affect your ability to meet your cost of living and other expenses that are necessary to your well-being or your family's well-being. For you to lose your entire card collection in a fire or something, then you're spending too much. Although you can get like insurance. Another old school player, Gary Payton, Steph Curry, take that. Nice little parallel. I see a lot of people on like Blowout and stuff talking about how like they they basically spend every dollar they have on cards. If it's not going to rent or whatever, I kind of think, I don't know, that doesn't really sound good to me at all. I don't think anybody should really be doing that, and I think a lot of them that are doing that are doing it on this assumption that they're making a, really good investment decision. But I'll tell you what, sports cards, other than, the last couple of years have been, well, maybe the last year and a half, but maybe even further back than that. But it's been such a bull market for cards. It kind of reminds me of the .com era in stocks, from back in the 2000s. The .com era. There was just like years where, years and years where you almost couldn't lose money. If you just if you put money in a .com stock and it went down, just wait 2 weeks, it'll be back up. Wait 3 weeks, it'll be back up plus 20%. It's like it would be very difficult to make a horrible decision. Kai Bowman, John Collins, Red, and Matisse Thybulle. I just think the psychology of a lot of people who spend like a very large percentage of their money on cards is a little bit worrisome. Now, some people who are collectors, investors of cards are very, very smart, and they really make, good decisions, and they kind of, hustle, and they sort of find deals, where they're basically getting a huge discount on everything they buy because they just know how to find good deals, and they know how to negotiate, stuff like that. Those folks, maybe they could spend a little more of their money, or a percentage of the money that they have, on cards, because it's kind of like a job for them. But for the casual person, I think a casual collector, I don't know if I would recommend spending that much of your money on it. So I'm not one of those people that makes like great decisions every single time on stuff that I buy, but again, I'm being conservative in the sense that I don't, I'm not spending money I can't afford to lose on cards. So I hope they don't go to zero, but if they do, it's not like gonna put me out of my house or starve my children, or really have any kind of negative impact on me. And that's, I think, how everybody should do it. 87 Topps baseball cards. I like these Lucas. And they're from 2019, so they're second years. Pretty cool. Yeah, we didn't get, we got a number of good rookies in this new beginning subset, insert set. But we didn't get a lot of base rookies, did we? The ones we got were kind of lackluster. I've been saying lackluster a lot lately. I don't know if you've noticed that, but it's my go-to word. Like Nicolo, Millie. I mean, come on. Seifu's probably the biggest rookie we got in a base rookie. Everybody else was like, huh? What? Okay. Well, yeah, wasn't super wowed. We got one numbered card, and most of the parallels were kind of. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, still for $150, that's a pretty entertaining rip, at least, for the first box ever. I don't know how strongly I'd recommend this, but if you only had $200 to spend on basketball, you could do worse than finding one of these. I think the other thing I might do is maybe do like 2020 Prism Retail. I think you can get the cello packs of that for like $40-50. So you could get a few of those. I've heard good things about them, so I might hunt down some of those myself. But there you go. There's a box of 1920 Stennis Basketball. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching.